On this episode of BuMpY's beer review from Tilted Barn Brewery out of Exeter, Rhode Island, I have their double dry hopped Cactus double IPA. This comes in at 7.8% ABV. That is the label art. And double dry hopped Cactus. I won't read that just in case they start talking about flavor notes or whatnot. This was canned. What are we looking at now? It's about a month old. It was canned May 14th. We're now into June, so like a weekend. Let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, so right now I'm going into this without knowing what hops, just because I didn't want to read that and have it give off any flavor notes. And I don't even know if the hops are listed in that, but let's go ahead and get some aromas here. It looks nice, pretty white frothy head. It's kind of a honey, yellow, slight orange, opaque, can't see through it, kind of milky, murky type of double IPA. Alright, some aromas. I am getting some sweetness. Bit of like a candied melon. Creamsicle. So like a creamy orange. Creamsicle orange. Lots of that. Yeah, I'd say spot on for a creamsicle. Maybe even one of those peach lifesavers or the swirls. And I'd still say a little bit of like a candied melon was in there too. So let's let the dog in. Alright, let's go for our first swig now. Cheers. Mouthfeel on is pretty nice. It's got a smoothness to it, kind of a creamy softness. I'd say it's like a medium body, maybe low side, medium, light body, but carbonation, I'd say it's moderate. Bit of a pithy end on the finish, but let's go back in here and start talking about the front of this beer. Out of any malt presence in this, I'd say it's got a little bit of a kind of grainy, slight white bread. Little oaty, but mostly I think the grain kind of stands out. I think that does push a little bit of a grassiness too. Flavor notes, it's not as sweet on the palate as in the nose. Definitely not getting like an orange creamsicle flavor or peach lifesaver swirl candy. It's a bit more pithy. It's a bit more on the bitter side. I'd still say there's citrusy type notes. More of like the rind. It's almost like from the very beginning, more of like the rind of like an orange, maybe some grapefruit zest going on. Yeah, and then it's just got a big like rindy bitterness. So the bitterness on this is moderate high. It's climbing still. It's kind of that orange juice after you brush your teeth type thing going on. So I do get like a slight hint of a melon type note in there still. It's one of those ones where it's like I can kind of pick out where somebody might say pineapple, but it would be kind of a bitter pineapple. So yeah, where I kind of feel, well, let me just, I'll give my score right after I read this, because now I'm going to read it and just see if it even says anything. Double dry hopped Cactus. We often adhere to the less is more mentality here at Tilted Barn. We enjoy exploring subtly nuance and balance with our beers. This one's definitely not balanced. Double dry hopped Cactus, however, is not one of those beer. Okay. The can you are holding is absolutely bursting with flavors and aromas, yet somehow leaves you thirsty for more. Sometimes more is more. Enjoy. Yeah, so they actually didn't say anything about the flavor notes in there, so cool. But like I said, it's definitely not balanced. This one is more on the bitter side. It's sweeter on the aromas, much more bitter, pithy on the palate. I wouldn't say this one is bad. I would have liked a little bit more balance. I think some of the sweetness from the aromas, if that actually was picked up on the palate, I think this would have been a righteous, much more enjoyable beer. I'd land this one still like kind of the low end of very good though. And it is an IPA, so yeah, definitely drinks as an IPA. Just one of the ones that's a bit more bitter and less sweet. I'm not really a big fan of the way that the malt comes through on this though. I would like, and I don't want caramel, but I mean a little bit of like a sweetness is needed. I think, like I said, it's unbalanced. So, anywho, just want to say cheers and thank you all for watching.